evening to you. Long time no see. Roadtrip Dave is coming at you live from Roadtrip HQ. And yes, we already have a ton of people in the house. I'm going to try and do this real quick. Rob Fuzz, my partner in crime, is here. Molly and Emily, welcome aboard. Got my ultra roadie Disney's Adventures. The heat is on, and I will get to that mug of the 2 weeks coming up. We got Captain Akron. I should say Captain Akron 27 is also in the hizzy. Welcome. Tissermink, what up, girl? Good evening to you. Samantha Lowe, welcome. Awesome. Laura Jean Carlson is here. Excellent, excellent. Let's do this indeed. And Christina 2018 is in the house. Welcome aboard, everybody. I know it's been a long time. Welcome. Glad all you guys could come here today. Before we proceed with this complete distraction that will occur tonight, make sure you choke slam the like button for this video, and make sure you also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet. And you know, if in case you want to type it out, there it is right there. Make sure you check my channel out. And also check out all my partner channels like Rob Fuzz. And last but not least, make sure you go to www.theliveplace.com. Bookmark that website. That is where you can find all of the awesome Disney live streamers. From everybody from Resort TV 1 to piddly old me. We are there. That's where you can find out when we go live, what's coming up, and what's going on in our community. So fantastic. Oh man, we got some people in the house like JDP. Welcome aboard, JDP. We got Dr. Kara. Welcome, Dr. Kara. Good to have you back. Boyce B. Welcome, my man. Good to have you here tonight as well. Now, we have our special guest in the hizzy tonight, and that is...
What's up, everybody?
FantasmicEars. What's up, my man?
What's up, Brett? What's up, Dave? How are you doing, man?
I'm doing well, doing well. It looks like you are already fully stocked and coming back from your Disney trip. You got some serious merch, I see.
Oh yeah, I did. We'll have to get into that in a second, but I did.
Yep.
When I got to visit Galaxy's Edge for the first time ever last week, and it was amazing. I built a saber at Savi's, so I did the Peace and Justice. So
nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. All right, well, everybody, in case anybody is wondering, the hashtag mug of the 2 weeks is Star Wars. Just got this from Disney World. Check out the handle. Check out that handle. And this is the original trilogy. The only trilogy. No, I'm just kidding. The original trilogy. That's right. Look at that. This is hashtag mug of the 2 weeks. Rob, Brandon is saying you're a little loud, but
yeah, I just fixed it. Is that any better?
You sound good. My partners in crime, let me know how Brandon sounds. We got amazing ostrich in the house. What's up, my man? Good to have you here. Tony from Fantasmic Chronicles is in the house. Welcome, my man. Welcome. Oh man, we got the crowd. We got the gang here in the house tonight, and Brandon. I think it's a good thing that we've got a good amount of people here, so they can lay witness to the complete evisceration that must take place tonight.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's good that. Okay, so two things. One, I'm glad we have the people here, and two, I'm glad we both have trips under our belt.
Yes, yes. Believe it or not, gang, even though we're doing a rant tonight, you're actually going to get you're going to hear some positivity. Yes, we will have some positivity. We did have some pretty good trips. We came back. I came back, and during my trip, I will say Galaxy's Edge, legit land, legit rides. I mean, Smuggler's Run, I got to be the pilot. I got to sit in Han's seat. And, oh, wait, I might have been Chewie's seat. I was on the right. But I got to hit
That's Chewie's seat.
That was Chewie's seat. I got to hit the hyperspace throttle, though, man.
Dude, same.
I love that. Now, That was sick. I absolutely love that. But Galaxy's Edge is and Rise of the Resistance. Incredible. What did you think, man, when you did that?
Oh my god. Rise of the Resistance was it's definitely one of the best rides I've ever been on, like theming wise and just immersion wise. Especially from that, like as soon as you hop on the cargo shuttle and you get that little pre-show.
Yes.
Because I fully expected the opposite door to open, because every single pre-show we have, the opposite door opens.
Yep.
The same door opens.
Same door. It was yeah, that's when you knew. You're like, oh, this is for real.
This is one of those rides.
Yeah, this is one of those rides. And when we saw that, my son initially said, that was the opposite door, right? I'm like, no, that's the same door we came out of. And so like it even fooled him. So he was just like, okay, we're really here. You know, it really did make you think like, okay, I'm here. Now, guys, the highlight for me, that hangar when you walk in,
yes,
with the Imperial troops just standing guard right there. Guys, that's a legit Imperial hangar. I mean, I lost myself for about 5 seconds. I remember going, I'm like, I'm in the middle of the movie. There was no doubt about it. Rob, you would definitely love it, man. You would definitely love it.
Rob, let me know when you're planning a trip, and I'll help you get a boarding group.
Okay, now you know what? Now I will rant on that for a second. Let me rant on that. Okay, the boarding group. I did not get 7 a.m. I did not get a boarding group at 7 a.m. Okay, and this is why. Okay, everybody and their mother is
trying to get
doing
one.
it at the same time when it's really busy, by the way, in the middle of summer. And so when I try to do it, I literally 7 a.m. 01, I'm trying to do it, booked already. 1 second. I timed it. It was 1 second. So then I did the 1 p.m. loading. And when the 1 p.m. came up, we were already in Hollywood Studios. I'm getting closer to emphasize the excrement that system is. It's got to be more than a second to do it. But I literally did this. I literally had my phone. I had it lined up. I was already resetting the screen. And then as soon as it read 1 p.m., ding, 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 done. I got it. But it was that quick. It goes that quick. Our John's a legend.
John,
what's up, man?
Richard. So for boarding groups, something that Nick from Magical News Live taught me, and basically all of TikTok. I'm going to teach you guys all how to get the boarding group. So when it comes around to 7 a.m., let's just say it's 6:59 a.m. Make sure all of your open apps are closed out.
Yep.
Refresh My Disney Experience. Relaunch it. You're going to want to go under to where the hamburger button is, under at the bottom right. Hit virtual queues. I don't know how well you'll see it.
Virtual queues, yep. Ooh, it's looking a little bright. It's looking a little bright.
Oh, well.
Hit virtual queues, though. Hit the virtual queues.
Hit virtual queues. Hit join virtual queue. And when it says Disney's Hollywood Studios and it shows that, just when you see 6:55, 6:59 and 55 seconds, start refreshing. And as soon as 7 a.m. hits, it should hit up join. Hit join. Don't even care about who's in your group. Just keep spamming next. You'll get it. Exactly. That's what I did. And I got boarding group 32.
I figured that out at the 1 p.m. 1 p.m. We had boarding group 112. So we were already kind of way down the line already. Kathy and Randy are in the house. Welcome aboard, you guys. Oh, let's see. Rob's saying he lowered the volume so he didn't get any spoilers.
Rob, I don't blame you, because I avoided all types of spoilers, not only for Galaxy's Edge, which I'm glad I only saw very minimal of Galaxy's Edge, because I've only seen like the Falcon, and I've seen a tiny bit of Smuggler's Run. That's it. And I'm so glad I went in I'm so glad I went 100% blind, because because like and for Rise, I've only seen the hangar. That's it.
Yep.
So it was way more magical and immersive of an experience for me to be able to experience for myself instead of watching a YouTube video to experience it.
Exactly. I did the same thing. Resort TV 1, when Josh would start doing Galaxy's Edge videos, I had to tune out. And then when he started doing some of those ride videos, he did Rise of the Resistance. He did Smuggler's Run. I'm like, nope, don't want any of it. I don't want to know about it. You know, and it definitely made it a lot more magical, because it literally was, okay, I'm being exposed to everything, especially now the AT-AT walkers in Rise of the Resistance.
Oh my goodness.
My
goodness.
I actually literally said, now I had this on video. I said, oh crap, in front of my kids, because I was just like, that was my initial reaction, legitimate initial reaction, like, wow, this is epic. You know, it was just amazing. Gotta say hello to a few more people. Resort Budgeting, welcome aboard. Donna Jaworski, the lovely Donna. She is here as well. Good to have you aboard, Donna. Thank you so much for joining. Oh man, we got another partner in crime. Dean from the Life Place is also here. Welcome aboard, Dean. Good to have you. Good to have you here. Good to have the gang here tonight. So, this is what was actually surprising with the Star Wars visit that my family had, and the actual now Brandon, I know you don't like the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I know you were saying
I hate it.
We actually as a family liked it. I will say, is it better than Great Movie Ride? No, I'm absolutely not. But was it a good ride? I say yes. Brandon and I do not agree with that. So, Brandon, since this is part of a rant, tell me what you did not like about that ride.
Well, first off, I didn't get a pre-show. The pre-show wasn't working that day, so I'm like, eh. Yeah, and then
that kind of kills it.
And then just riding it, you can remember where everything was from the Great Movie Ride. I'm like, nah. See, I still wouldn't have liked the ride, but it would have worked better if they redid Launch Bay and put it in Launch Bay, where Launch Bay is an animation courtyard. It's it's a ride regarding animation. Stick it in animation courtyard.
Yep. Hey, Dean's asking if you have glasses.
Yeah, I should probably tell you guys. I did just get a new job a couple weeks ago. I got a full-time IT internship. So basically, my job now is to look at screens all day. So I had to get some blue light filter glasses, and I'm testing them out because they just came in today. I'm giving them a test run by using them here. So I like them. It makes my girlfriend was telling me I look like a dad now.
You do actually. It's like you're looking middle-aged like me already, man. Welcome. Well, here's the thing. Our family liked Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. The rant that I have on that, though, is that was it worth getting rid of the Great Movie Ride space?
No way.
No. HE double hockey sticks. No. Okay. I'm going to be a little bit of a rant on that, and this is the reason why. The Great Movie Ride was a penultimate classic. It was a penultimate classic. It immersed people in old movies that you cannot experience anywhere else on this planet, unless you're actually just going to watch the movie and, I don't know, like isolate yourself in a booth or something. But that was something that you cannot get rid of because it's not coming back. It's not going to come back. To what Brandon was saying, I wholeheartely agree. I think if they put the Great Movie Ride where Launch Bay is, if you did Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at Launch Bay and then kept that Great Movie Ride, you would have an ultimate theme park that would rival, if not beat out, Magic Kingdom in terms of classicity and ride
100%. Yep. Like, Janie, you bring up a great point. I'm so glad I got to grow up with the Great Movie Ride. Could it have used an update? Sure. Did it need to go away? No way. Like I keep bringing up the Animation Courtyard example. Animation Courtyard, one of the 3 things that's in there is open right now, which is Launch Bay.
Right, that's it.
The Voyage of the Little Mermaid show, not running right now. That Disney Junior show, done. Okay, am I excited? Am I looking forward to them bringing it back? Yeah. Could they have gotten rid of it to put a show building in there? Of course.
Yeah.
They could have done so much in anime. Sorry to cut you off again. They just could have put so much in anime. They could have done better with Animation Courtyard as far as putting Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway in there.
Well, right now with Launch Bay and Disney and the Disney Junior and all that, it's a waste of space. It's a complete waste of space. And the thing is, we don't even it seems like there's not even really a plan to bring that space back. And I mean, guys, I'm going to say now, the one beef I have about my trip is it was wall to wall people. And when I say this, I've been to the New Year's time. I've been to Disney World multiple times during New Year's. When you see wall to wall people, it's usually because New Year's. I've never seen it that bad even in the summer. Okay. The reason why it's wall to wall people, because there isn't enough park space. And get this, according to Disney, it wasn't even 100% capacity. So that's what they were saying. You still got to make reservations and all that. So are you telling me that we're going to have technically a bigger park when you look at it, but really in reality it's actually smaller because you don't have everything open? And
it's because
it's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. 8-bit vacations. Yeah, see, he's on the same boat. Now, Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway is a great ride, but it needs a different location. Absolutely. And see that, like the update made total sense. Paula Rainwaters is in the Hazals. Is this going to be a visitation of the Rainwaters clan? I hope so. He says, if you don't like the railway, don't watch the videos for Remy. Oh. I feel like disappointing version of it. Wow.
I feel like I'm going to be fine with Remy only because Remy didn't replace a ride like that. It went into a suitable place, which is the France Pavilion.
Yep.
See, but like other than Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, I had an amazing day at Hollywood Studios. I literally was the first person in the parking lot because we had reservations build Sabres at 8:25 in the morning. So we got to the parking lot at like 7:30. Security had us turn around and park somewhere for like 15 minutes because they're like, oh, we're not opening the parking lot till 7:45. I'm like, dang. So we literally pulled off. We had to loop back around, and then I just pulled off right towards the entrance to Hollywood.
Yep.
And then it was like 7:43. I pulled up because the cop was like pulling us in, and so he was like, "You're gonna be the ringleader." I'm like, "Let's go." So. We weren't the first people. We weren't the first people in the park, but we were one of the first 30. Which was really cool. And then I'm not going to be able to pull up my phone because it's not going to show. But so we walk in. We had to go. They had that sign pointing towards Galaxy's Edge. So we walked over there and we saw a lady who's like 8:25, like Savi's reservations. I'm like, all right, sweet, this is us.
Yeah.
So we sat there for about 10 minutes. This was like 8:15, and she's like, all right, follow me. To keep people from joining us in line, they had to take us backstage a little bit. They took us through the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. I took so many photos, man. I was like,
one photo that Brandon took. Let me tell you guys, we got to see the entire stage set in the bleachers, and I was in heaven because I absolutely love seeing that. Veronica Ramirez, welcome aboard. Now, see, 8-bit vacations. Hear me out. Combine that wasted space with Toy Story Land, and call it Pixar Land. Ooh. Then put in an RC ride that's like the Cars ride. Oh, wow. That's a great idea. Will it get done? Considering the current leadership. No. Great ideas.
Mr. Bob Paycheck is such an embarrassment, man. Like,
no. Oh, yeah.
I hate to say it, but like, he caters to his shareholders while screwing over the consumer.
Absolutely.
We'll have to dive into that when we
we are going to dive into that because here's the thing, we haven't amped up our rant wattage yet. We're still talking about positives, kind of mixing in a little rant. But check this out, we got Walt from Mouse Talk in the house.
What's up, Walt?
What's up, man?
Walt and I were both on property last week, and I just missed him.
Awesome.
We were messaging back and forth. I'm like, can we meet up? He's like, we're in Magic today. I'm like, dang, we're in studios.
I actually missed Josh by 5 minutes. We were heading back from Epcot, and he had just got through with his live stream in Magic Kingdom. He had already gone to his car in the parking lot before our monorail pulled up at the TTC.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was like, man, missed out again. So let's see here. So Boyce B, he's kind of agreeing about the Remy about the Ratatouille ride with watching Nick's video. He said that was missing the Disney magic, so that's not good. That's not good. Courtney Reed Waters, welcome aboard. Oh yeah, oh, absolutely, JDB. We're gonna get to Bob Chapstick, and here's the thing. Well, we ramp up the rant wattage. You guys will know. Let's see. Disney day after day is making me feel less and less. Okay, Tony, I'm totally with you there. Totally with you. I gotta save that. So, anything else positive though, Brandon? About
I have a ton of positives, man. Like,
yeah.
My girlfriend. This was my girlfriend's first ever Disney trip, so getting to see her experience Disney for the first time, was great. Getting to anything Galaxy's Edge was great. We did the Cantina, and like I love the cast members there.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is immersive.
They did a good job. They were doing a great job there.
They did a fantastic job, and like as soon as we finished building sabers, we walked right out. Ray was just standing right there. We were like, "Hi,
Ray." That's great.
The Ronto breakfast wrap was really good. I didn't get a chance to try a regular Ronto wrap. That's for next trip. Mm-hmm. But the Ronto wrap was really good. Rise of the Resistance was fantastic. But here's where I'm talking about cast members. Our bartender, his name was Jackson. Cast compliment if you guys are watching this. Cast compliment to Jackson. He was amazing at Oga's Cantina. He was just so immersed into his character, and it was just so amazing. Like, we even asked him. Oh, we're like, how did you end up in Batu? He's like, well, I was born into a life debt to Oga, so I'm stuck pouring drinks at Oga's for the rest of my life.
That's hilarious. Wow. That's hilarious. That's great. Yeah. Hey, well, I'll say, here's the thing about Hollywood Studios, guys. We had such a great time at Hollywood Studios. And Magic Kingdom, this is going to be part of my rant. Magic Kingdom was a bit of a letdown. That Hollywood Studios almost broke like number 2. Actually, no, it did break number 2. It did break number 2 in my rankings of the Disney parks. I still love Epcot, and yeah, Epcot was fantastic even as a half park. Okay, in my opinion, we still love Epcot. Magic Kingdom went down in like, I don't want to make it complete. It's tied with Hollywood Studios now, because Hollywood Studios used to be just not a full day park, and now it is. Mm-hmm. But one of the things we did, and my roadies, you will see this coming up soon. I have got a Mama Melrose's restaurant review coming. That video is coming. I'm excited to give that to you because it was a spectacular meal. We had such an awesome time. Oh, Boyce B, when do we get to rant about the BS Genie Plus and Lightning Lane? Oh, that's coming, my man.
Oh, we're getting to that. Don't worry, we're getting to that.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing, guys. I like to give you guys the good news first, and then bring you down to the depths of hell. So it's my way of preparing you to at least like we can enjoy the wonderful things of Disney. Oh yeah, here's reality.
Yep.
So anyway, let's see here. Fantasmic Chronicles. Oh, okay, going to Epcot for sure. Maybe not another park. Oh yeah, Dean. We're gonna address the no longer 5 to 7 day vacations. That would be a no. So Paula. Okay, I've got to say this. Paula's asking a wonderful question. my roadies, you have a Discovery Cove video coming your way. A complete overview and tour. Discovery Cove was incredible. Absolutely incredible. And we got such a deal out of it that my wife and I were already talking about going back. The kids want to go back. We got to swim with dolphins. We took pictures with the dolphins. Just amazing. Got to pet the dolphins and I rode on top of a dolphin, my roadies. I grabbed her fin. Her name was Clipper, and I rode her. I rode her down, and she was just so sweet, such a sweet dolphin. I got to snorkel with a whole bunch of fish. I'm like petting stingrays. The stingrays are going right by me so I can pet them. They're like literally brushing my hand. I mean, it was just amazing, Paula. I highly recommend doing it. Hey, it's not a Disney thing, and that's okay. There is, as you will see after this rant, there is more to life than Disney. Except of course,
100%.
Except of course when Brandon pulls out an Indiana Jones pick like that. Look at that. That's awesome.
If you can full screen me, I got a wide angle shot of this.
Yeah. Let me do wide. Let me do the full screen here. Hold on. Let me do you. Let's see here. Solo layout. There we go. Look at that. This
was at 8:25 in the morning on August 14th. Seeing awesome. The sunrise through there is just beautiful. Like I got to see all three sets because we parked kind of towards the back end of Indiana Jones, and then when we were eating at Backlot Express, there's that little area you can see from there. So, but yeah, like it was beautiful to see that. It was really beautiful to just like we got to enter I keep bringing up Galaxy's Edge. They took us through an empty Galaxy's Edge, so we didn't have to fight. Yeah, we didn't have to fight amazing. A crowd to walk through there. It was just so beautiful, seeing everything just in your face, and just like no music at all, nobody there. It's just beautiful.
Cool. It is. It's a beautiful area. It's especially beautiful at night. So Paula Rainwaters, woohoo! Thinking about doing that for Courtney's 18th birthday. Paula, do it. Discovery Cove is worth it. It's such a wonderful experience, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys on the video, but what you get to do is something you can't even really do when you live near the beach. I mean, trust me, I'm from the coast. It literally was an amazing time. Boyce B's even saying he'd rather go back to Discovery Cove than Walt Disney World. Let me tell you what, Boyce, right now, I would much rather go back to Discovery Cove than Magic Kingdom. Yeah, I said it.
See, Magic was fun. It didn't live up to. No. Okay, so not being there because like I went there for the Villains After Hours with Josh, Jenna, and Mom from Resort 201. I had a really fun time. I didn't count that as a Disney day though because that was the only time. I had like 6 hours in the evening.
Yeah,
and I didn't get to do much. But if we're talking in terms of being back at the parks at all, it's been 4 years, and Hollywood Studios did not disappoint.
That one at Hollywood Studios and Epcot were a treasure. They were wonderful. I would much rather go there. Magic Kingdom, and we'll get into the details with that soon. I had an issue with Magic Kingdom for especially being the park that everybody thinks of with Walt Disney World. Hey, Brandon, let me tell you. Let me say, like, I got to say hello to some other people. Suitable Travels he's here in this house. No, Leanne, I've never come down. Never. Let's see, and there you go. Disnoa's Adventures is actually speaking our language. Bring back the Indiana Jones Spectacular. Absolutely. Mike Scuba Cat 3 is on the hizzy. Welcome aboard. Yep, it's okay, dude. Eastern time, it's all good. Good to have you guys here. So take a look at that picture, my roadies. That is awesome.
Galaxy's Edge at night is like such a beautiful vibe.
Yeah.
Like we wanted to get a locker, but apparently they didn't have any lockers that fit lightsabers, which is fine because it makes sense. But yeah, we had to walk kind of far to our car. This was like 9 a.m. We dropped off our sabers in the car. We went back in the park, and so around 7:30, maybe 7:45, we were like, okay, we did everything. let's head back to the car. Let's get the stuff from the lockers, head back to the car, drop the stuff off, grab our sabers, come back. That's exactly what we did. We made it back in the park around 8:30, and just walking through Galaxy's Edge, where it's almost completely empty. You're able to have your sabers light up really beautifully. It's so nice, especially with how cameras like filter out like the green color, because it looks like a real it literally looks like a real lightsaber in this.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so beautiful. Like the photos we got are just fantastic. And next trip, I really, really, really want to just dedicate 2 days to Hollywood Studios. One for just Batuu, and the other just for regular park day.
Yeah. I can see that. I think here's the thing, kind of like what Brandon's saying though. If they brought back Indiana Jones stunt show, that would end up being a 2-day park. I mean,
that and Fantasmic.
Yep, that's it.
You would have a 100% park.
That's what it absolutely needs to happen. Donna Jaworski saying that was an awesome photo.
Thank you, Donna.
Janie B liked that. See, resort budgeting. I agree. Haven't been to studios since 17. Can't wait to go. Yeah. Like I said, guys, the Hollywood Studios is now becoming the park it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we haven't even talked about the Toy Story land area, where now I did have one issue with Slinky Dog Coaster being closed, but Toy Story Mania was an easy walkthrough now, because it's just there's more area to go in, right? I mean, that's one of the things that they didn't have. But let's see here. Is there any other positives, Brandon?
There's so many more positives. I got to meet up with Donna, Richard, and Sam. We met for dinner at the Grand Floridian Friday night. That was great to do. I've missed them so much, because I got to see them back in 2019. I've missed seeing them. I'm glad Donna and my girlfriend got to meet. They really hit it off for a little bit. But it was a lot of fun. We went. I forget the name of it. I think it's like I forget the name of the restaurant, but we did quick service there, and we just chilled for about 30 minutes, and then we went to go watch the fireworks in Contemporary. Awesome. But that was a lot of fun. Ohana was a lot of fun. It's been like 12 years since I did Ohana, so going there was beautiful. Great. The food was amazing. I've expanded the foods that I eat. So getting to eat the food, like eggs and like potato. I ate potato all the time. Eggs, sausage, like that ham.
Mickey Belgian
waffles. It was really, really good, dude. Yes, Mickey waffles. They were great.
Always. Oh, and they had the pineapple bread there.
Yes, the welcome bread.
The welcome bread. That was great.
Oh my god, that was so good.
That was
the thing that gets me though is we didn't get Pog juice. We got orange juice.
Thank you, Janie. You got OJ?
We got regular orange juice, because Disney is starting to roll away with their Pog juice.
Why?
That's what I want to know.
Why? Here's the thing. I'm in sourcing. Okay, I understand about product, but the thing is, if your product's a hot selling commodity, and the fruit doesn't exactly get more expensive. Food is getting a little bit more expensive, but not with the ingredients that are in that juice. I don't get it. Janie B, thank you, by the way. I'm gonna tell you this. I actually got a picture of the Ohana just being in there, and it was the smells just came back. And it just brought me back. And of course, you're hearing the Hawaiian music, and the kids were walking around, and the kids, mm-hmm. They were only my oldest remembers staying at Polynesian, but the other two, my youngest has not stayed there. My girl has not stayed there. My middle one has. He doesn't remember it, but they all walked in there, and they're like, Daddy, can we stay here? This is really not. It's like it is the quintessential Disney experience. It's the theming is on point. The restaurants, the smells, the music. The views. it's the convenience, it's everything. I really wish I could have spent some time, with you guys. I'll say this: when you bring your family, it's so hard to bring to meet up with friends when
Oh
you're,
yeah.
when you're trying to do that. I've got to get another trip scheduled where I'm just going. Of course, if I go by myself, let's see here. The first time I went down by myself, Hurricane Dorian screwed that up. The second time I go down there, COVID screws that up. So if I go the third time, maybe there might be a nuclear bomb that goes off. Because, I mean, that has been my luck lately. That has been my luck. Let's see here. First trip I took in MGM was '89. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely changed since then. Seeing Donna, Richard, and Sam are one of the perks of going to Disney. Absolutely.
Oh, it
Absolutely.
totally is. They are just.
That is. I should have done that. Brady, you just stole my video. I had that.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. This is the exact same shot I got. It's just a little earlier.
This was where we sat. This is where they sat us, because
that's awesome.
Like, I'm not sure if it's because of what we were celebrating. We were celebrating my birthday when we were down there.
Yeah.
And then it was my girlfriend's first time. We both were wearing our buttons. It's just a beautiful view. Like, we could just barely see the top of the castle spire from the mountain. And then Space Mountain is just right there. It's just it was an empty pool. We could just eat and just enjoy our time there. It was beautiful.
You were going, yeah, and I'll say this: you guys were going when the crowds were starting to thin out because everybody's going back to school. You had the best timing there. So Mike is saying that he's 6 feet back from the screen because Dave is not wearing a mask. How's this, Mike? How's this?
I had a Stitch mask I had to use. It was they didn't. So I wanted to get a Disney themed mask because we're there. So a funny story about this is the first day we were there, we hung out around Springs a little bit. We did Chicken Guy, which was great. And then around 7 o'clock, we were just chilling in the hotel room. I'm like, you want to go do something? She was like, yeah, sure. What? I'm like, let's go ride the Skyliner. So we took a shuttle from Springs to Art of Animation. And then we did the Skyliner from there to Epcot. We were going to Skyline to Hollywood, but we ended up taking that friendship boat thing.
Nice.
That was really nice because I've never done that before. That was really nice to do.
Yeah.
And then we took the friendship boat over to Hollywood, and this is where it got to me. So we're going to just shuttle back from Hollywood to Springs. They don't do shuttles to Springs.
No,
I didn't know that. I knew you couldn't shuttle to the parks from Springs, but I didn't know you couldn't do that.
You see, that's the thing they used to, though. That's the thing.
They used to. Yep. So I went up to the cast member who was at the Skyliner station. I'm like, hey, we messed up. What's our route? He's like, just go back to the Art of Animation. So I looked around everywhere. They don't sell that many Disney masks. They're completely sold out.
Yeah.
But they did have a Stitch mask, which I would have to wear a size XL. But I got a size large, and it worked. But that thing was so tight on my face, man.
It's like an alien's face grabber,
Oh my god, dude! Like, I gotta find a picture of me with the Stitch mask on because it is so tight.
Well, let me see here. So 8-Bit Vacations, we should hit up Scare Ones one day, dude. DM me, let me know. Let's get that set up because guys, get this. Scare Ones is back on, so I'll definitely be doing a live stream at Scare Ones. That is for certain. The park will be open late finally, so I'll be able to do that. Scuba Cat 3. Never mind. Sorry, I'm actively drinking while stationary, so I'm good. Nice. Disney's Adventures. Another rant alert. Malfunctioning aerial. Oh no.
Oh yeah, Ariel broke.
Animatronic. She is seen floundering under the sea.
Yeah, Ariel broke. James from All Central Florida, who I got to meet up with at studios.
That's cool.
Yeah, I ran into him because we were talking about it. He was telling me he was going to be at the park. We were getting off Rock and Roller Coaster. He was just there at the end of the gift shop. I'm like, "What's up, dude?" So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we got to hang out. It was really fun.
So Donna saying, the masks are really hard in the heat and humidity, and that's the thing.
It really is.
Yeah, I brought the regular surgical masks. you know, and I just wore that whenever it was necessary. We happened to be in an ideal time when Disney was not making you wear masks unless you were in like an actual theater, or if you were they wouldn't even get you basically like if you were in the line per se. It wasn't until you were actually like inside a building.
Inside.
Yeah.
See,
And
they kind of changed that up a little bit.
they did.
We some rides like Slinky Dog, as soon as you enter the queue, mask. Splash
Yep.
Mountain, as soon as you enter the queue, mask.
Yep.
It's like as soon as you enter the queue, it's like Rocket Roller Coaster, they didn't have you mask up.
Yep.
Tower of Terror, they had you mask up as soon as you enter the queue.
Yeah.
It was a mixed bag.
That's that kind of. I mean, here's the thing. That subject becomes so sensitive with a lot of different people. But what I can definitely say, I think we can all agree on, is that the inconsistency, I think, is driving people nuts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like just pick a rule, stick with it. You know, I think that's what everybody was looking for. So look at that. How long until they put in the cardboard Ariel?
or a little funeral service like they did with Jose.
They should be doing that. Well, you know what? Can you imagine that? You could put like Sebastian here, Flounder here. You know, where's King Triton? King Triton's nowhere to be found. He's an absentee dad.
So
there's no. So Ariel Hondo and Donald Duck. Oh, that's hilarious.
They all messed up today.
Donald Duck malfunction too. See, all right, guys. All right, here's the thing. You know what? I've been waiting for an opportunity to put the video on, Brandon, and I'm just going to do it now because I am subject to rant mode now. It's time. It's time. They need to die. These people need to get their butts chewed up. So here we go. Here we're going to start. We're going to do it right now.
It's rant time.
All right. Okay, now here's the thing. You pay. How much are you paying a day? 100?
To get in the park?
To get in the park.
$130.
$130 freaking dollars for one day. Okay, for one day. Now, so let's say, oh, wait. Hi, Emily. Welcome aboard. You're here. This is insane. The amount of money that I would fork in over to Disney, and I can get into the Genie Plus, but I'm going to adjust it right now. If you're paying $130 per day for every visitor that goes into the freaking park, your animatronics shouldn't be fouling up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask Disney this. Are any of you bozos getting your engineers out when the parks are closed to examine the animatronics and go through tests on them like you used to? Are you doing that? Because if you're not, then you are negligent. And basically, Bob Chapstick is a cheapskate. I think that should be a hashtag. Chapek is a cheapskate. That dude, he's been the sole source problems with his penny pinching. He's probably telling engineers that they can't go in there and inspect at night. I guarantee you that's what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, that drives me nuts when you're spending that much money. And it's I don't think they're doing the maintenance on
they're not
maintenance on them.
It's like especially with like even without their animatronics, like rides such as Space Mountain. I keep looking at the wait times. I'm like, I'm bored. Let's see what the wait times are. I've noticed that Space Mountain breaks down 2 or 3 times a day.
Oh my gosh, yes, at least two or three times a day. Let me tell you this about Magic Kingdom. This is the thing that pisses me off about Magic Kingdom. We were there at probably about 15 minutes after rope drop. Now, right, we hit Pirates of the Caribbean first thing. I was just like, look, the classic ride, the Florida Heat's going to be insane. Let's do this one, and that one went okay. As we proceeded through the day, we got to do Haunted Mansion. We got to do we got to do Little Mermaid. And had no misfunctions there. Okay, but so then it rained. Now we already noticed that there were places that were already closed up. Get this. Why in God's green earth would you close one of your most popular attractions, Small World, in the middle of summer just to make a 50th anniversary motif?
Wait, they did what now?
Oh, Disney decided on the week that we visit, of course, it was open on Sunday, it was open on Monday, and on Tuesday, when we went in, oh, it's closed. It was closed for them to do a 50th anniversary motif. So then, our last day, which we spent at Epcot, we've already spent up our 3-day tickets, so we can't go back and do it. That's when it was opened up again. And so
what?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the picture of this. That's so lame.
Yeah. And it's like nothing to it. They're doing all of their work during the day now.
During the day because they don't have overnight.
Yeah. You know why? Because cheapskate doesn't want to pay overtime. I guarantee that's what it is.
Shift differential.
Absolute jerk. Let's see, like Boy Speed right here. AV Vacations. I don't know if you know Craig's Robotics or not, but he said Disney World did away with their preventive maintenance crew. Stupid.
Well, there's your answer.
Absolutely stupid. I mean, look, in my job, I deal with engineers. We have to make sure that all these buildings run and function properly. Okay, well, not we. I'm not doing it, but I'm contracting with these guys, making sure it's that, I'm making sure that's done. That right there it's negligence. It's negligence. Now, if Disney can sit there and charge people $130 a day, plus the wonderful Genie Plus that we're going to get to later on this evening, they got the money. They're just giving it, as Brandon, as you said, the customer doesn't matter anymore. It's the stockholder. It doesn't, and the stockholder, they're not going to freaking Disney.
They don't care that they're laying off 30,000 plus employees.
Heck no, 32,000 people, and they haven't hired. I mean,
they haven't hired 75% of them.
Yeah. That's exactly what I've heard. It was about like 1/4 they got put in. Let's see here. Subi Cat, I've been on the Rise of Resistance 8 times. Never seen the big gun scene work. Well, then, praise the Lord, I got to see a miracle when I was there.
When you say big guns, is that like the giant like turrets?
He's talking about the turrets on the AT-ATs.
Oh, that scene was great.
That scene was great, but apparently, what I've heard the same thing. A lot of people don't see that. Oh my gosh, that's it. The repair crew is doing literally everything. Unbelievable. Okay, now see, like Leanne, Sooner Girl Travels, Abraham Lincoln, malfunction. I got a wonderful. Well, you got the video of it. We couldn't.
I don't have. I wouldn't show.
Oh, okay. So this is what I'm going to do then. I'm going to show a picture of Abraham Lincoln reaching for his toes.
I can tell you exactly what happened. Right there.
Look at that.
John Wilkes Booth decided to go back in time. Instead of shooting Lincoln, he decided to slip him a roofie.
Oh my gosh. It kills me every time. Yeah, see, what John Wilkes Booth decided to do was he took the Bill Cosby route.
Oh, God.
Mr. President, would you like a drink?
Would you like a drink, Mr. President?
You really want this drink, Mr. President. Scott Shearer, welcome aboard, my man. So the Boy Speed is for a typical family, 4 times $130. And with all the layoffs, maintained is likely a skeleton crew. Yeah.
Oh, it totally
Absolutely
is. Like
insane.
See, I think another part of it is like I think they use pressurized water to keep these animatronics going.
Mm-hmm.
So James actually did text me a couple days ago from all Central Florida. He said the city of Orlando is asking residents to reduce water consumption. Liquid oxygen is being used to treat COVID patients in the hospitals. Yep.
I saw that on Twitter yesterday.
So I think they're diverting some of their pressurized water.
They have to be.
They gotta be.
Well, but see, here's the other thing that I'm wondering is that when you had the mechanism, remember when we saw John from Carousel of Progress doing that?
Jamming out.
He was jamming out the theocracy. That to me seems to be more of a mechanical problem. It's basically, it seems like that there's like a joint that either got stuck and wasn't properly either like aligned, or maybe that one of the limbs, like I guess, I don't know, one of the supports probably started giving way and then started like spasming. So it wasn't really a water pressure issue. It was actually something like actual structurally wrong, you know. And it's like they can't even repair that, right? Timothy Rainwaters, that's right. Now is the time to get this potty started.
Yep.
Let's see, JDB. I think I'd just rather go visit Donna Jaworski. You know what? Considering how much Disney charges, and then Donna wouldn't charge us to go into her house, I think we could go there.
You would even get a free meal from Donna.
Exactly. I'd get a free 5-star meal from Donna Jaworski. That's what I'm saying, man. So Boys B, I wonder if the same types of maintenance issues are occurring at Disneyland. I haven't seen too many video from Disneyland.
Nope. It's literally all world that I've seen. Like,
wow.
we might be missing something, but for what I've seen, it's all world.
Why do you think that is? Why, like is that something with labor laws then? Like California has different labor. I know California has different labor laws than Florida, but I mean, is it, you know?
I think part of it is because it's a much larger field you're working with.
Yep. Now,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. So, Tony, once again, $1,500 for a family of 6 for season passes, food and drink plans at Cedar Point. Another 6, and we get 11 parks around the U.S. Yeah, here's the thing: the value that we're getting now from Disney, and I actually explained this on a tweet. This joker, I'm not going to say his name, but it's apparent that he doesn't have kids. It's apparent that he's not married, and it's apparent that he's a local where he can just go anytime he wants. And here's the thing: I want these people who are thinking, oh, it's okay for Disney to do all these costs. Let me tell you something. It's maybe okay for you if you don't have all of these other people you gotta accommodate. But for people who have to accommodate these people, we're sunk. We have no alternative, at least in Disney. So I go someplace else. I.e., this vacation, we went to Discovery Cove, Aquatica, and SeaWorld. Aquatica and SeaWorld visits weren't as great as I would say the SeaWorld visit wasn't as great as the other ones, but the Discovery Cove was awesome. And by the way, Aquatica and SeaWorld were paid for. They were included. I had nothing to pay there. So we ended up, so you know what? SeaWorld got more of our money because we got a dining plan there. And the dining plan was awesome. I sat there and fed my face, stuffed my face.
Dude, yeah. Dude, it's like, yeah, some of these places that Disney has, it's all you can eat. I love that. Some of these other places, you're paying a straight price for tiny little meals. Like, I wanted to be our guest. And then I saw the portion sizes and the prices. I'm like, no way. Nope, can't do be our guest. There's no way. And we just ended up doing Sunny Eclipse in Casey's Corner.
Oh yeah. Yep. We actually, when we went there, our biggest meal, the Mama Melrose's, was we splurged. Everything else, we packed snacks.
Yeah.
And then we may have, and like I did get instead of a Dole Whip this time, I got the Disney snack. I got the citrus swirl, which was awesome. But it got to, the citrus swirl. Okay, the citrus swirl was $6. I'm like,
you're paying more for less.
I'm paying $6 because I have no choice if I want something, but that ain't worth $6.
It's not.
Saying.
There's no way.
Yeah, I was like, I can get a Chick-fil-A sandwich for less, and I know that's better. Just saying. We got a few people that also came into his house. We've oh yeah, Rob, I just did. Maybe that's what's wrong with Ariel. Lack of clean water is getting to her. Shelly Starwalker, welcome aboard. I know Rob Fuzz, hashtag Donnaland. Yeah, we need a fast pass to Donna's kitchen. I totally agree. I totally agree with that. Everybody's saying hello to Donna, and we got T-Town Mary Ellen is he? Welcome, Mary Ellen. The R. John's animatronics would be awesome. All he would say is, "No, Rob." Now, Rob Fuzz. I mean, he just summed it up pretty much right here. It's way too expensive now for us. It is, and you get less and more expensive. You get less and pay more. So listen to this from Donna Jaworski. I am a local, and I hardly go to the parks anymore. Wow, it's kind of sad, but I still try to meet everyone if I can. I'll go to Disney Springs or the resorts.
Yeah, like we were trying to shoot for something park wise. I'm like, we were both like, why don't we just go to a resort? We have more time to just chill. We're not in a rush to get anywhere. We can just sit down and hang out for like an hour. And that's exactly what we did. It's like the parks are fun, but Springs, if you just want to have a simple night, not do anything, but you still make it Disney related, go to the resorts. Go to Disney Springs.
Here's the thing about Disney Springs. I think that Disney Springs must have like some sort of magical window to get there, because our time at Disney Springs was hell on earth. I was just gonna let you know. It was just jam packed with people. It took us 15 minutes just to get in the parking garage. I was kind of, and it was all because we were wanting to get to the world of Disney and get some stuff that we missed at the parks. But I heard the best time to go is in the morning, or when
it really is.
And so that's what we're gonna do next time. Absolutely.
Like what we did was like our hotel was on Springs property. So we literally just had to take a bridge and walk to Springs, and World of Disney was right there. So took the bridge. So we hit the road. All right. Thursday morning was when we left to go to Disney. We had about 6.5 hour drive. We hit the road at 5:45 in the morning, made it there around 1:30. We hit the room, freshened up, got changed and everything into like Disney gear. We went to we made it, got checked in and everything. We made it over to Springs by like 2:00. Yeah. It was empty. Springs was empty.
That's the magic time. That's what we're gonna do next time. See, Boys B, could it also be that Disneyland doesn't have APs right now, so everyone's a ticketed customer, therefore maintenance teams were retained? I don't know about that, boys. I really don't know. So, Dean, the live place, you got me ranting now. Come back, kids. That's awesome. Rob Fuzz, we may go to SeaWorld and Legoland. We're definitely going to Universal. Rob?
Definitely do Universal.
We are thinking about Universal and staying on a Universal resort, and we know we will pay less. We're actually talking about doing that. So
you're going to pay less and get more because you get free express passes with that.
Exactly. So, Dean, hear me out. In 2005-ish, I bought 10-day non-expiring park hopper passes for all members of my family. Oh, my gosh. Average cost per day per ticket, $32. Not joking. No fast passes, none needed. Because you were there for 10 days. Exactly. But you had the option, and you could get them without a problem. Isn't that amazing? 8-Bit Vacations. Every time they raise the price, we spend less. We packed our own lunch last trip, and we're skipping the Christmas party this year.
Oh, my God. Don't even get me started about the stupid Christmas party.
You know what? Go ahead.
Like, I want to get to that in a second. They are spiking the prices for little 4-hour events. The Very Merry Mickey's Christmas Party, I've never attended it, but from what I've seen, it's worth it. This Boo Bash thing, not worth it.
Yeah.
Spending $250 just a person just to see a parade added, not worth it.
Not worth it.
They're going to start charging for fireworks. I can see it happening.
Oh yeah, no. We've already. Here's the thing: when we get to Genie Plus, and when we get to the Genie Plus and Lightning Lane, I guarantee you, it is a gateway to that. Absolutely.
Like, I hate to say it, but it's literally a gateway drug into more paid things.
Absolutely.
See, okay, so when I was reading into it, the only perk, which if I'm reading this right, makes it worth it, is you get photo pass included. That's the only thing that I can see going for it.
Rob Fuzz said Halloween thing was lousy.
It literally is. Like, they literally just copy pasted that Villains After Hours that I went to. It's literally just a copy paste. So my issue right now is they just keep increasing the price. Merch is down. Don't even get me started about Star Cruiser, with the prices a night for that.
Oh my gosh.
You could,
yeah.
The nightly rate they're charging is the same price of an annual pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you go to the Star Wars hotel if you could literally just buy an annual pass and go whenever you want?
Oh, I'll get you one even better on that. Let me say let me go through here on a few comments. Donna Jaworski makes a profound comment here. The days of Disney being customer oriented and about the guests are over, I'm afraid. And I would say you're about right, Donna. Shelley Star Walker. Yes, that's it.
Touch back on Donna's comment. Sorry to interrupt you again.
No, that's all right.
Touch back on Donna's comment. She brings up a great point. They do deliver still a good customer experience, but when it comes to money or giving you a good experience, they will choose money every single time.
Every time. Amberia, or is it Amberia? This is a newcomer to my channel. Welcome aboard. Glad you're here as a roadie. Thank you so much for coming on board. Janie B, $250. Yeah, that is scary. And that's 100% true. Went to Villains After Hours and Boo Bash, the same thing. Wow. That is crazy. So LSU Mom, we attended the Christmas party in 2019, but the price, oh my gosh, doubled. So let's go. Here's the thing. Let's go back to the Galaxies or to the Galaxy Cruiser. Here's something that I think people need to understand. For 2 nights, for a
$5,000 for 2 people.
You know how much it is for 4?
I don't even want to know. Tell me.
It's over $6,000, and that's the basic minimum price because that's the basic minimum room.
I'm not having kids.
Let me tell. I started thinking to myself, like, I had 3. We were thinking about 4. What would have happened if we had done that? Disney has basically priced the middle class completely out. The Galaxy Cruiser is absolute horse excrement in terms of value. You are being stuck in a hotel. Okay, you're not going anywhere, technically speaking. You may be able to get ahead of the line at the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge rides.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what you view? Brandon?
Nothing.
TV screens. That is your win. Get this. I could go on a celebrity cruise
for a month.
At almost the presidential suite. I think it was like 2 steps below the presidential suite for like 10 days for the same price. Mm-hmm. And my itinerary would include such places as the beautiful Cozumel, Mexico, the beautiful Bahamas. I could go on and on about the places you go where you actually go, right? Where you physically are there, you get to see the sights and sounds and smells, and get to actually see the people, the real people in those countries. Mm-hmm. Okay. If Disney thinks that is going to bring in more money, they're out of their minds. They're out of their collective minds. Their stock will take a hit because I predict this thing the Galaxy's Cruiser Hotel, whatever, it'll be good for about 2 years. It'll be good for about 2 years when the buzz is still going, and then people will stop going.
The thing, I agree with you. The thing that gets me is like, I 100% agree with you. Do I think the immersion is going to be beautiful? Yes. If it mimics almost anything that you do at Galaxy's Edge? Yes. The only thing that I think it's funny. The only thing that it has going for it itinerary wise, you get to mess around with those new lightsabers that they're rolling out, right? And you're guaranteed Rise of the Resistance. That's right.
That's it. You're guaranteed. That's. I mean, I'm like, what's that? That's for that kind of price. Is that worth the price point? Is that?
It's not. It's not. Like I literally looked at the food that they're showing off now. You got shrimp that's dyed blue and named a creature from Star Wars. That's not quality, Bob.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to be. I want to be a little I want to share the destruction. Okay. Bob Cheapskate, Chapstick, whatever the heck you want to call
Paycheck.
it. Paycheck. He's not the only issue. Okay. Josh DeMero, I know he's a pretty face. I know he just gives people hugs. Okay. But Josh is part of the problem here too. Because if he was worth his salt as a president of parks, he'd be pushing back on some of this stuff. He would actually be pushing back. I'm just saying. I know some people might disagree with me on that, but it's like, yeah, it comes from the top. I'm like, yeah, it comes from the top. But if you got somebody who fights for his employees, who will fight for his guests, it wouldn't be that bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, Josh DeMero is a pretty face, and that's it. That's it. I mean, check this out. Star Wars. So check this out, Brandon. Rob Fuzz. Star Wars Hotel was going to be his 50th birthday gift. Not happening.
It's not happening anymore. It's too damn expensive.
Disney, screw you. Screw you. I mean, I just that's when this right here was supposed to be a penultimate experience, right, for a penultimate birthday. You only get one 50th birthday. Done. So like Kathy and Randy, it costs too much for us to bring the whole family. Just cannot do it anymore. Yep. I mean, that is sad, Rob. I totally agree with Donna. It is a huge jip. It's really what I wouldn't even call it a jip, Donna. I call it a slap in the face. It's basically saying, Rob, your money, your time isn't as valuable.
They know the exact audience they're getting to. They're rich and famous. And the famous don't even need to pay because they're just going to give them free visits to that thing so they can give them free clout on TikTok, on Twitter, everywhere from the Disney Parks blog.
You know what? There's a term, I don't know if you've heard of it. There's a channel that I've been watching called Clownfish TV. They called the Genie Plus Lightning Lane thing. They actually were reporting it a week before it was official. And they said what Disney is doing is they're going after what's called the whales. I don't know if you've heard that expression. The whales, they're going after the people with $450,000 annual salary or more. Mm-hmm. And we know it's horse excrement. They're not, those people could care less about going to a theme park with the peasants. You know, they could care less. And that's, I mean, and I refer to peasants. I'm not being facetious when I say this. Disney, that's how I think you see us. You see us as little plebes, you know? Oh,
I'd share my screen. I want you to see this because this ties into my bringing famous people in the parks. I love how he's bringing his family. If you can zoom in a little bit, you can see how unhappy his kids look.
Yep.
They look so unhappy.
None of them are smiling. Wow. Drew Brees, what are you doing with your kids, man? Oh my gosh.
The funniest reply is that guy from Barack Obama. It says, "This would be my face as well if my dad was Drew Brees."
I about spewed my water. That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
But the kids are like cheese. The kids are like the parents are cheesing it up. Minnie's cheesing it up.
They're having it
the
up.
Kids just look so unhappy.
The kids are like, "What the hell am I doing here?" I said, "Oh man, I just let a hell word. My family friendly rating has gone to the same place." Let's see, Kathy and Randy. It costs too much for us to rate. I'm telling you what, that photo right there says a lot. Because I mean, if you're a kid, you should be ecstatic about being there. I know that's my kids are ecstatic. So,
and then there's this one. Who's your favorite
Disney villain? Yep. Oh, that.
Bob
I saw that tweet. Bob Cheapskate. Here's the thing from Dean. What people will discover in Orlando is a nice round of mini golf and Chick-fil-A is also a lot of fun. You know what, Dean? They'll also discover that Discovery Cove is a legit park and a great place to relax. It's a great place. If you love water, if you love swimming like I do, oh man, it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Thank you, Barry. Thank you. See, no one is above another. Shelly, you just hit it. I'm just gonna say this. Okay. What now, Brandon? Correct me if I'm wrong, but what were the first words uttered by? Oh, here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me try to repeat the first words uttered by Walt Disney when he opened Disneyland. To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Welcome. Do you think there's a chance in absolute freaking Hades that Walt would be okay with people not being able to basically, with the entire middle class of America being phased out, shoveled out like a bunch of peasants? Are you kidding me?
Exactly. I wish Walt Disney were still alive today to see what has come. There will be a lot of positives. Don't get me wrong. There will be a lot of positives. He'll be like, I like where this is at. Then you have that opposite side. He'll be like, I got to use the H here. What the hell have you done to my park?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Disney would definitely say that. I could hear him say that. Dude, look who's here. Corey meets World is in the house. What's up, my man? Good to have you here. Yeah. Ranting? Don't believe it, Corey. Don't believe it. It's insane. See, Rob was like, haha, the sad kids. Oh, look at you, LSU mom, go Saints. That's awesome. Dave is a bad boy of YouTube yet again. Did they censor me? Disney would probably censor me at this point. Look at that, Shelley Starwalker. That was some unnecessary political nonsense his family been through. Oh yeah, wow. I didn't realize that. Let's see here, Rob Fuzz. Did you see the cost of Pixar Play mini golf in NYC? It's $40 a person for mini golf. $40 a person. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Go hit some Disney themed golf balls.
Yeah. Here we go. Walt then told everyone to load Genie Plus and buy their lightning pass at 7 a.m.
That's funny.
Donna, she has to call it a night. Unfortunately, I have to get up at 6 a.m. to get ready for church. Donna, thank you so much for coming on board. You are a blessing as always. It's so great to have you here. And R. Johns and Sam Lowe, thank all y'all for coming tonight.
Thank you guys. We love you guys.
Yeah, we absolutely love you guys. Thank you. Let's see. Disney's Adventures, $40. Rob Fuzz, and I can play Pop Strip. Dude, there is a Mr. Putty's down the road. I can take my kids, and my wife, all 5 of us, is $40. Oh, here we go. Listen, but then Roy, also known as Bob Chappelle, would tell him we have to pay for this somehow. Corey, see, here's the thing. That is the important thing about having somebody who has vision and who loves people and having a numbers person. Okay? Because guess what? Bob Cheapskate, sorry, he doesn't love people. I'm just saying, he doesn't love his customers enough to basically say that, to Chapek, that is. I knew what you were talking about. It's all good. And Shelley Starwalker makes a great point. Unfortunately, there was only one Walt Disney. Shelley, you make a great point. Here's the thing with that, though. If Walt made such a great formula that people want to copy, then why is there only Walt? Why wouldn't you want to emulate him?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. Especially if you're CEO of his baby, that blows my mind. It blows my mind. I totally just went off on the whole cost thing, and I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm gonna show you guys a video. I'm gonna show you guys a video of how the Disney experience has gone to excrement. We were in Hollywood Studios. And I took some video because people need to see this. People need to see this crap, because I'm not coming up with it on my own. I'm not just making crap up. Okay. Now, we were in line for Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and it stretched around to the Beauty and the Beast theater, right?
Really?
There There was a dude standing right there with the line starts here thing, right? Dude was right there. This right there on the beds was right there beside him.
Is that trash?
Yes. It's trash.
That's terrible.
It's trash. There were water bottles and I mean there was all sorts of crap lying all over the landscaping beds. I saw it in Magic Kingdom as well, and I didn't see as many trash cans. Okay, if I am paying, now let me show you guys what I got priced out if I wanted to take my family of 5, mind you, to Walt Disney World in the second week of November, November 15th through November 22nd. Take a look at that price right there. That's 5 days.
Christ.
5 days. Almost $2,800. Almost $3,000. Now, that's without Genie Plus, which we might want to do.
That's without Genie. That's without food. That's without souvenirs.
Without room.
Yeah, without a room.
Without room. If we stayed there for 5 days, we would be paying at least $5,000, probably $6,000. That's insane. I'm sorry. See, there we go. Boys Beat. Dave, cost is stupid. For $150, we're going to Great Wolf Lodge tomorrow. And he's got a family as big as me. For 2 days and 1 night in the water park, for $40 per person, you can silence a great couple of hours at Top Golf. Exactly. And Top Golf is an experience. Top Golf is a cool place. Hey, has anyone actually physically seen Bob Chap anywhere in the last year other than CNBC?
I've seen him, and I saw him at the opening of Avengers Campus. That's it. That man has literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, you know he's going to. You know he's going to, because
he's working from the shadows, like every villain does. They delegate their pawns to go deliver the news or do whatever, while they stand back and like, I'm evil.
He's like, this is what he's doing. He's like, once more the peasants will become more my servants. They will pay all sorts of money for all of my projects. And
my new empire.
Yeah, to my new empire. And they will kiss my feet for it.
I feel like I hate to say it, but I feel like Bob has people who pays people to do that.
That would be Josh DeMero, because he looks nice. Hey guys, we're gonna have Genie Plus. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love it.
Come here, come give me a hug.
Yeah. Oh! You got laid off from your job? Give me a hug.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm so sorry. I hope you can find another job later on. Bye.
Man, you know what's so funny is like Josh tomorrow accepted my LinkedIn Connect request. I'm like, what?
Whatever you do, don't let them know about this video. Oh man. Unfortunately, it was a different time. If Walt tried to do what he did then today, I don't think he would have succeeded, to be honest. You know, Corey, I think you're right. And I'm going to say this from what I've seen of the history of this company. The stockholders had weight back then, but nowhere near the weight that they have now. There's nowhere near. I think part of the reason why the leadership seems so aloof from the customer, from the guest, is because the stockholders are controlling everything. I mean, you've had a few stockholders who like were going after, like trying to figure out, like, hey, why are you doing this stuff with the studios? Why are you doing this stuff with the employees? And they gave them I listened to it. I can't remember the exchange, but I remember Chapek said some sort. He just talked very vague corporate buzzwords, all that, and that was it. I'm like, you can't hold the guy accountable more than that. Apparently not. See, Timothy Rainwaters, Dave, the reason they don't emulate what Walt did is because the ones running it now would sue the crap out of them. That's true. That's true. Why more money? Yep.
Are you ready to get into Lightspeed Lane?
I'm going to go through this. Look at this, Scott Shearer. Why are you guys saying bad stuff about Disney? I know I'm not rich. I agree. Some stuff in Disney rides are not for chairs anymore. See, Scott, here's the thing. This is our catharsis when it comes to Disney. It's gotten to a point now where, as a family man, for Brandon, who's just basically starting the life of a young adult, it's going to be too much for even him, and especially if he ends up having a family. It's getting insane now.
I fully expect in 5 years, like you just mentioned, it's gonna be insane. I fully expect in 5 years Disney tickets for a day ticket to be over $200.
You're completely correct. Absolutely. Let's say Captain Akron 27. He is in his new multi-million-dollar home he just bought. Yeah, I heard about that.
Which reminds me,
what a treasure.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen his house on like Google Earth. It looks insane. Speaking of multi-million-dollar houses, did you know that there is a neighborhood on Disney property called Golden Oak?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you know the starting rates?
Well, I remember that when they were first bringing in those homes, it was like 2.1 million.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely insane. Like, are the perks cool? If you're a huge Disney Parks fan, are the perks cool to just go to the parks whenever you want, get front of the line access anywhere you want, free parking, free dining?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Those are some great perks.
Yeah.
But that is too much money.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I see. The thing is, our dream of even being in Florida, I knew when I saw Golden Oak that price point. I think that price point's probably changed since because that was like 5 years ago. I'm willing to bet that the price point now is probably 4 million. And the reason why there's still a ton of demand. There's still a ton of demand going there.
As of January of this year, it is still in the 2 million range at starting price.
2 million. What's the square footage? What's the minimum square footage?
That's
the key. Oh, look at this. Captain Akron 27. $12.5 million Westlake Village estate. That's great.
I mean, these houses look pretty cool.
The houses look cool. There's no doubt about that. But I mean, is it really worth that? Listen, price out of Disney Deluxe Hotel. Oh, Mike, I have. I believe me. The 25. Here's the thing, guys. You remember when I first started ranting about this, and I was just complaining about the parking? I knew at that point, subconsciously, this was just the beginning. The parking was just the beginning, and now there is no going back. There is no going back to FastPass. There is no going back to perks, right? 8-Bit Vacations, Golden Oaks houses are going for the same rate as a week stay at the Galaxy Galactic Cruiser. Oh, that's hilarious. How did you find out about where I live? We get free everything. Following Waters. So listen to this. Yeah, and that's right. That is true, Emily. They are big houses. I have to guess they average about 6,000 square feet. I mean, yeah. I mean that would be amazing. But here's my question. Well, actually, not my question. This is what I state about Golden Oaks. Golden Oaks is not going to be a neighborhood that people actually live in. They're vacation homes for the rich. There's basically a supplemental home for the rich. Mm-hmm. You know, and you know, it's man. All right, now I gotta do this. Leanne, thank you so much. $4.99. Here's toward the peasant fund for the next Disney World trip. Nothing like getting started in the peasant piggy bank. That's awesome, Leanne. Thank you so much for the super chat. That would be great. You know, here's the thing. Josh has even said this. Resort TV One has said this. It's like if everybody just pitched in the Disney community, we could have our own like Resort TV One Golden Oak house, and then we could just all just like just find a time where we could like stay, and go there. Yep. See, Pilot Rainwaters, we could all chip in and live there. See, Shelly Starwalker, too much house. I just need a place for 3 main requirements of human nature. That's good. That's good.
So I'm sharing my screen of this Golden Oak website from all ears.
Let's check it out.
So how much does it cost to live there? Houses in Golden Oak start in the $2 million range. That's right. That's their starting price. It's incredibly expensive to live here, but hey, you're on Disney World property. There are currently 7 neighborhoods to choose from. What's life like? One of the biggest benefits of living at Golden Oak is being so close to Disney property. Disney residents have access to the park and Disney Springs transportation, various lounges around Disney World, and extra magic hours. Residents also have their own concierge service. They get VIP. What?
Well, dude, if you're paying millions of dollars to stay there, I mean, that's the thing. It's not for us. It's not for us. See, here's the thing. They start, if you think about it, Disney was already catering to the rich 7 years ago when they were first putting in this piece of property there. That was their goal back then, and that just shows you how much of a putz cheapskate is. So here's the thing. Scott Shearer, not feeling well, have a magical night. Scott, thank you so much for coming on board, my man. Scott Shearer, longtime supporter of my channel. And Scott, it's always awesome to have you here. Oh, Shelly, I'm sure there's gators there. It's Florida. Absolutely. They're just big lizards. That's all. 8-Bit Vacations. I'm calling it a night, guys. I'll hit you up about Scary Ones, Dave. Awesome. I love going, and my family is too scared of that stuff. Oh, well, awesome. Thank you so much for coming on board. Definitely get in touch with me. We will get it done. But Brandon, I tell you what, we did a lot. We did a lot of ranting. We haven't. Let's see here if I can remember correctly. But yeah, I think I mentioned. Okay, so there's 8 things that were closed at Magic Kingdom at one time. Yeah, I don't. You know what? I forgot to mention that. So I'll basically just state it and we'll move on. When you have 8 rides closed in Magic Kingdom, it makes for a sucky experience. Disney, just letting you know that. So now let's go to the creme de la creme. Genie Plus. Now,
my goodness.
Now here's the thing. If you look at my thumbnail, now here's the thing. I asked on Twitter if I could take this meme and nobody said anything, so I just copied the picture. If you look at the thumbnail of my video, there's actually a picture of Scrooge, and it's called Disney's Scrooge Plus, because that's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is. Now, in the times that I've been to Disney, through the years that I've gone, I've never, ever had to worry about paying per ride. I've never had to worry about additionally adding on to experience all that the park, let me rephrase that, the park gives you, right? Because that's what a park is. A park is a primary purpose of a park is to provide a meeting space and rides. That's what the park does. Okay. Now, after all these years, Disney has decided, after having FastPass for 20 some odd years, now Bob Cheapskate has decided to say, screw you peasants. Now you will have to pay to ride my rides. I haven't even done Mickey. I'm going to do Mickey this time.
Do your Mickey, and I got something to say.
Oh, gosh. I hope you enjoy Genie Plus. You know why? Because you peasants can now owe me for every ride. And guess what? When Splash Mountain starts sinking again, as well as Jungle Cruise, you'll know that you paid for it.
That's what I want to know. How would this work? Sure. Because, all right, here's my thoughts on this. If you're paying for certain rides, and if they break down, you know how they give you the free FastPass? They're like the free multi-experience.
They give you a
multi-experience
slip, right?
pass.
Yeah. Right.
So what's going to happen if you're just a regular standby and it breaks down and they give you one? Are you Genie? Do they give you one, or do they give you, or do they just say screw you, just wait in line again?
I don't know.
Because this is where it gets tough. Like, and they even said by name, like this Genie Plus thing for paid fast passes. You're going to get a couple free fast passes, but there are certain rides you're going to have to pay per person to ride,
right?
Such as Seven Doors Mine Train and Radiator Racers.
Yep.
That's not including a couple of extra rides that I can think of on the top of my head. So you know how in Magic Kingdom, if a ride breaks down and they give you a free fast pass, they say it gets you on any ride excluding Seven Doors Mine Train and Peter Pan's Flight. They are going to include that 30-second long ride.
Yep.
They're going to include that as part of the paid fast pass system where you have to pay.
Exactly.
They're going to include that. Something that gets me is if you're not able to get a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance, you can now pay to do it.
Yeah.
They're going to do the same thing with Remy's because Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, whatever it's called, is getting a boarding group system.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. The thing about that whole system too is when you were just basically saying, okay, let's race to get there, right, on your phone. Now it's going to be, do you have enough cash to get it? Mm-hmm. And the thing is, with that, the rides that they were saying that we're including, notice that Pirates wasn't on there, at least on the free Genie Plus. Notice that Space Mountain wasn't on there. Notice that even, I think, was Splash Mountain even on there? I think I don't know.
I doubt it because they're slowly going to be redoing Splash Mountain. I think that's going to be a slow transition.
Don't get me
but
started.
I think they're already working on it. Dude, they've already put up some like.
They had scaffolding up there, but I've been told that that's the 50th. That's for the 50th.
They put up a lot more scaffolding lately.
So then it's probably more then.
A lot more scaffolding's gone up there. Some scaffolding's gone up on Be Our Guest. I think they're gonna slowly move Splash Mountain. Like,
there. That's it. Well, right there. # save Splash Mountain. I mean, I mean, the fact is they've committed to this. They've committed to this project, and nobody wants it. I mean, there's almost 100,000 people that have signed the petition to save Splash Mountain.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've in a lot of Twitter. I'm in a couple Twitter group chats that are full on board with getting rid of Splash Mountain.
I'm sure they are.
I wrote it this last time. I am content with them changing over. Am I a little bummed out that they are changing out? Of course, but I'm content with it.
Here's the thing. I guess the thing is I'm not, and the reason why is we were trying to get into Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain was one of the rides that was closed half the day when we were at Magic Kingdom, and don't know why. It's every time we had the opportunity, we couldn't do it. We finally got to do it at night. So yes, my roadies, there will be a full, complete experience video coming. As a matter of fact, that is what I'm working on right now. I've actually finished all the video layouts. You will be getting a full nighttime experience of Splash Mountain, and guess what? Though that will be probably a popular video. Because for that very reason, Brandon, that's what you're saying. If they're getting rid of that, but that gets even more. Let me tell you this, Brandon, it gets even dumber. And the reason why is, why would you start looking at breaking down your ride in the middle of your 50th anniversary celebration? They're already having issues with people's hanging out the freaking walkways. I mean, I waited in the rain for Peter Pan's Flight because for my family, I basically said, all right, y'all hang out over here. We didn't bring the ponchos. Of course, that, the mistake there. We didn't bring the ponchos that day, but I waited out in the rain. Luckily, it wasn't pouring, but I waited out there for a good 45 minutes before we even finally got to the queue. It was wrapped all the way around Columbia Harbor House. Oh yeah, by the way, Columbia Harbor House was closed, so nobody came there. I don't know.
I've never had there.
Columbia Harbor House is a classic restaurant at Magic Kingdom. Highly recommend it. And Shelly Starwalker, thank you so much. There is the petition right there at change.org. And I'm going to make a public service announcement. If you want to save Splash Mountain, please click on that link. Please go over there and please sign your name. Please just put your name. You don't even have to make it public, but they need to know that Splash Mountain needs to stay in the hizzy.
They're not going to.
Here's the thing: they won't, because I remember they were trying to do that with the Polynesian fountain. But that kind of what Donna Jaworski was saying earlier. They don't care about what the guests have to say. You know what? They don't. Are they even doing guest surveys anymore? I heard
none of them. Not a single cast member came up.
No, not a single cast member. Remember the cast members that come out with a tablet, and they were going to be doing that. They don't do that anymore. They absolutely
I've seen. Okay, so I've been getting big into Impractical Jokers. That was the last time I've seen them do a guest survey. They did a Universal episode, and they were interviewing guests, and they were like slowly closing the umbrella on them. But I swear that is the last time I've ever seen any team member, cast member, or any kind of employee at a theme park do a survey.
Wow, man. Says awesome, Dave. Editing is such a process. Yes, Shelly, it is, but that is coming. All I've got to do is just a little bit of voiceover work, and it's done. So I mean, that's coming out this week.
All right. So all right. The thing that really, 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 really gets me is a lot of us out of state people, out of town people who have families or have to travel and pay a lot for vacation who don't live next to the parks. Yep. We are pissed about this paid FastPass system. The people, there are a lot of locals who don't do this, but there are a lot of other locals who I know, who I talk to, who are huge about this paid FastPass system because they live there and they don't have to worry about the expense of staying on property, staying in a hotel, food, parking, gas.
About it.
They are there. It sucks because some of them are full shills. Like, I hate to say it.
Yes.
But there are a lot of people I'm not going to say in this community, because there are a lot of people I love in this community. But there are a lot of people part of
our struggles. Yes.
There are some people that understand our struggles, but there are a lot of people in the Disney community. I'm not saying our Disney community, because there's a lot of people who aren't like this, and I love these people.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people in the Disney community. I'm so sorry if you feel like targeted by this, any of you. But there are a lot of shills out there who are afraid to talk bad about the company because they're too scared that either one, their media will get taken away, or two, they'll never get media.
Exactly.
That's what scares me. And it's like I get people are going to use the system just to be like, make videos like, oh, hey, check it out. There's the new Genie system. But it's forking money over to them. It's forking money and showing that people are willing to pay for the system, and it sucks. And it's like the same with the Star Wars hotel. People are going to pay to get the content they need and to have a little bit good of an experience.
They're already saying like that's sorry to interrupt. I was saying there was the running joke that I saw on Twitter was the vloggers are going to be ecstatic about this because now they can get the ride, they can video it, and people will watch those videos now. I mean, like actual ride videos, a lot of people do them, I don't get this. The best video view count that I have is on Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and that's only like I only have like 1.2K, like 1,200 people.
Really?
Yeah, and I've had it on there for 2 years. But I mean, if you talk to what's her name? She's got that really blonde hair. I think her name is Jackie. What's her? I forget her channel now. It's killing me. I know. I see her all the time. She actually was on my stream a few months ago about that, and she said a lot of YouTube vloggers clutter up the YouTube server with video with actual video of rides. And so if you put your ride in there, nobody's going to really see it because there's like 5,000 of them.
They plug it up with POVs, but they do this. They do the same thing to when
that's it.
They'll use other channel tags.
Super enthused. Thank you guys. Exactly. Jackie told me that, and that's why I was like, okay, now I understand. Now I understand the dynamic.
did you guys know that a few channels use other channels' names tags? Not going to say who. Not
No.
going to say who because I don't want to start anything.
I,
But
I, I, I,
I've looked into it. There are some channels in this community who use the tag Resort TV One.
You're kidding me.
I wish I was. I'm not going to say who.
You're kidding me.
I'm not going to say who.
Okay, I just about lost my family friendly status right there. Wow.
But like
Crooks.
I hate to say it, we're divulging into another completely different tangent. But I hate to say it, but like this keeps going unannounced. But like there are a lot of people who do it, and I've noticed it, and I can't say anything.
Yep. Well, here's the thing: as they continue to do it, they'll justify the cost. They will sit there and say, "Well, I'm making my money, right? So it doesn't matter what happens to a family of 5." So, Brandon, I actually tweeted this out, and I actually got a few likes from it. I did a cost analysis of Genie Plus. Then I decided I'd go ahead and do the 2 rides for Lightning Lane, and I averaged the price at $20 per ride for 2 rides.
I'm looking at the tweet. Yeah.
Yep. And so guys, if you haven't looked at the tweet, this is it right here. So for a family of 5, okay, for Genie, if I want to do Genie Plus, that's not Lightning Lane. Genie Plus, I'm spending an extra $375 for a family of 5. Tell me how that's okay. Because guess what? That's barely a room at Caribbean Beach. Okay, so now you've shafted me a day that I won't be able to go according to my budget. So then I'd used the $20 and I basically rounded that $20 per day, or I'm sorry, for 2 rides per day for 5 people. It's an additional $1,000. So the total, the grand freaking total, I'm paying $1,400 more. And that's in addition to the actual park admission. Remember earlier, my roadies, I showed you the part, my quote for days. So that's a grand freaking total of $4,200 for tickets, no food, no room, and I
no
told
parking,
this, and no park.
$25 for parking.
$25 for parking if you're at a deluxe resort. So then you add that in there, it's an extra $125. So I'm looking at actual $4,375 if I stay at a deluxe, and I haven't even factored the rooms fees yet. I know, right, Shelly? I mean, this is insane. By the way, I want to give a big shout out to Big Justin S. is in the house. Justin, sorry if I missed you earlier. Good to have you here. Yeah. Oh, Shelly, yeah. For $25, if you're at a deluxe resort, it's $25 per day. Yeah. This lightning lane thing actually destroys any ability for us to stay at a deluxe resort.
Janie B, you bring up a great point. Those Spirit jerseys are way overpriced.
Yeah, $75 for a Spirit jersey.
Those Spirit jerseys, they had a Star Wars themed one that had like Naboo like theming on it. They looked awesome.
Yeah,
my girlfriend really wanted to get it. $79.
That's insane. That's it. I mean, and here's the thing. Then they're saying that, well, we just don't have the money. I'm like, that's impossible. That's impossible. I don't know what you're putting your money on. Paul Rainwaters, great question. Where did you stay all stay this last time, Dave? I stayed off property. We were off property. We stayed at what's called the Grove. Now, I could get on a rant on the Grove because the room was awesome. The staff was awesome. The actual hotel and the amenities within the hotel, let's put it this way. They built rooms next to parking garages. That's basically what it is. It's one big, huge parking garage with rooms saddled all over it. We wouldn't stay there again because, let's put it this way, I had to go out of 4 different steel doors after I left my door just to get into our car in the parking garage. Okay. Not to mention the wonderful whiff of people smoking pot out in the parking garage as I was going. Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, and
you walk back in the room, your wife's like, what's that smell?
Honey, I can't wait to go to Disney, bro. It's just gonna be man. It's gonna be awesome, man.
You got any crackers?
Hey, honey, I'm a little hungry. Can you get those brownies over there? Yeah. This is like the epitome of like it's the worst. It's like the best and worst of both worlds. The Grove is, I'm going to say this, the Grove is decent if you stay in your room or if you're getting out. Come to find out, there's like half of the place is actually residences. So, that's the thing. I don't like a hotel door exposed to the outside. Well, that's what's even funnier, Janie B. Part of the hallways were indoors, and then I'm walking out on a balcony as part of the hallway to get to another stairwell to get to the lobby. It was just really crazy. Oh, Rob, you already missed it, my man. You got to do the replay because yes, I did do the Mickey. But let's put it this way: we stayed off property, and we drove to the parks, and you know what? It wasn't that bad. We could actually come and go on our own time. So now Disney buses seem to be a little obsolete. If there's any point in staying at a Disney resort for transportation, it's going to be for monorail or for boat. I mean, or in the Skyliner. That's it.
See, I was talking to my girlfriend about this when we shuttled over to Art of Animation. Art of Animation was like $100 more than when our rate, but I wouldn't have minded it. I really would not have minded staying at Art of Animation. It's a nice hotel. It's a really nice hotel.
Yeah,
like because we stayed at the Hilton on Springs property. I'm sending myself the link so I can pull up the picture. But the view from our room was not bad at all. Like we had a view of I-4, but if you went to the window and went like this, tilt your head, you could literally see Disney property. You could see all the springs. You could see Tower of Terror.
Awesome. Yeah.
Let me pull up the picture while we're.
So now here. Oh, you know what? Okay, so Paula, that is where we were recommended to go. Now, see, the Grove is past Flamingo Crossings. That is actually the next time we go. If we stay off property, we're considering that. Now, to where Brandon stayed, that's also where we're looking. There's actually we actually have Hilton points. We're Hilton members, and because of our state park visits from last year, we're going to Hampton Inn and Suites a lot. We're going to go. We might check out a Disney Springs hotel because at least we know that there's some proximity there. So let's check that out.
I had to zoom in a ton, but literally that was our view. There's Tower of Terror. Right behind it is Fantasmic. There's a Skyliner. And then if you went over to the I have a picture of it, but it's kind of hard to pull up. Like it's kind of hard to see. If you went over to our elevators, there's a giant window. If you look out it, there is the view of Tower, Tree of Life, Everest, and Epcot all in one window shot.
Yep.
So
that's awesome.
It was beautiful. Like I'm glad we stayed at this hotel because it was a good rate. You're paying like $130 a night for 2 people.
Yep.
It was beautiful. It's a nice resort. You can literally walk to Springs from there.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, you can literally it's like a 5-minute drive it's like a 5-minute drive to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
It was a very nice hotel.
Yeah.
Do I wish I had the Disney magic of being able to use like the magic band on the doors? Of course.
Yeah.
But it was a beautiful. I really enjoyed the hotel we had.
Now check this out. Now Boys B is saying that their off property go to is Windabonnet Creek. Now Windabonnet Creek they got a little extra. It gets a little extra pricey. but it's something that I would consider. Actually, my wife and I are taking a look at that for maybe next year. But we are really thinking about just like Universal and basically saying, yeah, forget you, Disney, we're done. Like, oh, there you go. Now, see, now that's the only other way that you could stay at Disney on the cheap is getting a camper.
Oh yeah, what's it called? Fort Wilderness Lodge.
For Fort Wilderness,
it's like 50. It's like 50 a night to park your RV.
Yeah, so Fort Wilderness would be good. Let's see. So that was the Hilton Lake, whatever. Yeah. That's one that we were thinking. And okay, you stayed at the Gaylord Palm. Here's the thing: we would stay at the Gaylord Palm. Problem is, they don't accommodate 5 people. If we stayed at a suite, it would be a lot. It would be a lot. Going back to lightning. Let's going back to the because I really want to kill this Genie Plus thing. I want to slay it one more time. The thing about this, and this is the thing that really infuriates me about where Disney has gone with this whole expense thing. They have now made different guests. They're separating them socioeconomically. They're literally saying, peasants, you can wait in the standby line. And if you got the money to pay up to go in here, you can get ahead of those people.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's my next question with that. Since Genie Plus is a line mechanism for a standby queue, what does that mean if I'm in the line and then this other jerk gets allowed by Genie Plus to get
Excuse me.
Excuse me,
coming through.
No.
I paid my money.
Yeah, you gotta say it the right way. Excuse me, peasants. It's time for me to get into the ride, and you must wait longer.
See you, suckers.
Yes. See you, suckers. I mean, that's basically how it is.
Okay, so this was my first. All right, so now that FastPass is like kind of gone, this was my first trip without ever using FastPass. I did not mind no FastPass. It keeps the standby line moving constantly. Like no rides were ever the posted wait times. The only 2 rides that were actually that way was the Voyage of the Little Mermaid, that little under the sea thing, which the posted wait time was 15 minutes. It was like half an hour, which I hated. And then Jungle Cruise said 40 minutes. It was actually 40 minutes. Yep. Other than that, Rock and Roller Coaster said 50. It was like 30.
Here's the thing.
Tower Terror was 40, 20.
Standby line isn't that bad in most of the rides. Peter Pan is about the only place that I despise. Even Dumbo now isn't even a thing anymore.
What is that playground thing? What is that?
Oh, that's an incredible thing. We the last time we went there, the kids got on it, and it's basically they give you a pager, and your kids can sit there and play in the whole playground while you're basically waiting. It was almost it's like, you know, when you go to Panera Bread, right? And you order your food and they give you a thing to buzz you when the food is ready. It's the same way. When your time was ready, they buzz you in. You give them the pager, and then you're there on Dumbo. And I'm like, why can't we do more of that? Oh, that's right. Because we don't pay any money for it. The Genie thing blows. It's terrible, and I would never pay that. Absolutely, Rob. And Shelley, here's the thing. Disney didn't want politics a part of his world. That's exactly right. But he also didn't want he didn't want to separate different families. And let me tell you why I know this. When Disneyland was opening, there was a line of people waiting for some sort of car ride. You know who was in the line waiting with the peasants? Frank freaking Sinatra and his family.
Really?
Sammy Davis Jr. and his family. Yes. They were sitting there in line with the peasants, you know, for Disneyland. Just absolute, complete turnaround from what was to what is now.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolute insanity. You can find that video in the archives in YouTube. There's like a Disneyland opening special. Ronald Reagan was emceeing it. There's a whole bunch of different people that are there. Yeah, that's right, Shelley. The Rat Pack. Yes. They interviewed Frank Sinatra. I mean, he's out there. You know, I mean, it's insane. It was absolutely insane. And that's where these Disney affiliates have deviated from Wall Street imagination. Well, there you go. There you go. Exactly. Kathy and Randy, thank you so much for coming on board. Bedtime here now. Yeah, actually, we're getting close.
We're at the 2 hour mark. We're gonna have to wrap up.
Yeah, we got to wrap up because the biggest thing we want to get in was the Genie lightning pass thing. But I wanted to get that in as part of the argument. If I hear another Disney guy sit there and say that this is a Disney guy, girl, whatever, that shills for this thing, all I will do is I will direct them back to this tweet. I will direct them back to this tweet, and I will tell them, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind if you think this is good for families. It may be good for you, but what I'm finding when it comes to this money thing, when it comes to Bob Chapstick, cheapskate, jerkwad, there's a little thing called consideration. Nobody in the Disney executive team has consideration for families. Nope. And frankly, none of these Disney, and I'm just going to be honest, some of these, I call them sycophants. They're part of the problem. They're basically saying, you guys don't matter. Families don't matter. I want to ride my ride, and it's just me. So, haha. Well, thanks for the consideration there, punk. You're not doing it. And so now I'm calling you guys out. I'm calling Disney people out right now. If you don't make a stand for this and tell Disney HE to double hockey sticks no on this, they will start charging us for even more. They'll start, mark my words, Brandon. I give it 5 years. Disney will start charging people to go to the bathroom. Mark my words. Mark my words. I think they'll theme up the bathrooms a little bit more. They will make people pay to get ahead of the toilet line.
You need to make a deuce. You need to make a dookie. You need to make a dookie. Come on, $5.
Oh gosh, it's time for me to go to the bathroom.
Come on, kids. You gotta make a dookie.
I can't even finish. Private bathroom rental. That's it. A potty fee.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Hey, you know what? You know that you have completed your rant when you're now you're back in bathroom humor, baby.
Literally.
Oh, this here's the thing, guys. Bottom line, if you're a Disney supporter, a Disney vlogger, push back, voice, tell them how this affects the Disney experience. This is not Disney as we know it.
Yes.
Every single, go ahead.
Disney vloggers, you guys are on the front lines of what they hear from us.
Yes.
If you just keep telling them the positives, even though they're pretty much negatives, nothing will change. We are begging you, please do something.
Yep. This has come to a point now where we basically have to say the price point does not meet the value. You may have less people in the parks, but then you're going to end up getting less revenue. Mm-hmm. You're gonna, and then here's the other thing that you guys aren't even considering. The brand of this company is in the toilet. It's done. I used to, if y'all knew me 5 years ago, I mean, my wife will even tell you, Mrs. Roadtrip will tell you, I love Disney. Get this, Brandon. You know how you get the Disney blues after a trip?
You didn't get it this trip, did you?
I got it for a week.
I had it
for a week.
I had it for a day because
wow,
it's weird. Because for me, I had it for a day. I think it's because I know I can afford to go back now. Like, I hate to say it, but like I can afford to go back, and I want to make another trip just so I can do Galaxy's Edge again. That is literally it. Epcot, I want to wait till it's done. Animal Kingdom, I haven't been since 2012, so
That's
I'm gonna
amazing.
I'm gonna wait for a little bit.
Yep.
Galaxy's Edge is my only thing pulling me back because, oh my goodness, this lightsaber, I took it apart because I want to show it off again. But this lightsaber is absolutely beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
The cantina is beautiful. The theming is beautiful. The attractions are amazing. It's just like I've been like this entire time we've been on, I've been listening to the entrance music of Galaxy's Edge. It is such a vibe.
Yeah,
I literally want to go back just for Galaxy's Edge.
I enjoyed the music as well. It definitely was immersive. Okay, you know who we got in the house tonight? We got Epcot Bob.
Epcot Bob.
I think Chapstick will probably start charging for stroller parking.
They already kind of do.
Bob, that's I think that's the next step. Maybe maybe bathrooms will be just after the strollers then.
See, they kind of already do for strollers because they only allow certain strollers now, and if you don't have that kind of stroller, you're stuck renting a stroller.
You got to rent it. Yeah, there's always these little, and that's the other thing too. I was going to say, there's always these little things you have to do. It's becoming like, how many hoops do you need to jump through in order to get something done, in order to enjoy your time? And that is, I'm sorry, there's no way on God's green earth that Walt was okay with that.
I know.
There's just none. Wait, Rob was asking us a question, and I missed it. So what does it cost for a Walt Disney World park today? Okay, so Rob,
$130. It's
$130. Now, when I was looking on mine, it was 106 without tax. There's 106 without tax. So I mean, we're including tax on this, but right here is my total. I did that is 5 days for 5 people, 4 adults, basically 4 people older than 10 years old, and one 8-year-old basically.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, $2,800, and that's it. Shelly Starwalker, I feel almost as passionate for Disney as I do the Constitution. Shelly, I'm with you. I understand. I completely understand that. It's because of the joy that it used to provide. But it's like Brandon had Disney Blues for a day. I had Disney Blues for a week. Usually, when I got back from a trip, like 3 years ago is the last time I was there, Disney Blues lasted several months.
Several months until you got back.
Now,
and then it happened again.
Yep. And now we're not there. Epcot Bob, hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm glad you came here on here. And this is Shelly Starwalker. Exactly. The brand is being desecrated. Rob Fuzz, hashtag Mrs. Roadtrip. That's right, man. That's right. There is a need for people, and I'm gonna emphasize this one more time. There is a need for people to stand up and say enough's enough. And what I am on the brink of saying is, if this doesn't, Disney is not going. They're already not seeing as much money from me, but that will become the what's the word? That will become the mantra for more families as this continues on. And then, what's Disney going to do when the brand is desecrated, as Shelly Starwalker said, the brand desecrated. That's a great term for that. When the brand is desecrated, what are you going to do then? Because
there's nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do. You'll end up having to file bankruptcy or sell it. And Brandon, I'm predicting this now, and maybe I'm wrong. I say 10 years from now, the Disney company will end up selling the theme parks. I know maybe not 10 years, maybe 15, but
it's definitely down the road though.
It's down the road because there's too much upkeep. Josh DeMiro and Bob Chapstick would much rather deal with Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm. Disney Plus. They're in the tens of millions of subscribers.
That's all they want.
Which is way past what their quota was.
Yep.
I listened into their earnings call when I was driving down to Disney. There are way past expectations with Disney Plus. They can spend however much they want on any kind of budget because they know it's Disney and they will get it.
Yep.
Like just with Mandalorian, they pitched, hey, it's gonna be Baby Yoda. How much you want for this? How much you want this project? 10 million? 20 million?
Yeah. Yeah.
Take the money.
Take it. Take it.
But yeah. But speaking of Star Wars, the only thing that is actually worth the price, it was this saber, which I'm about to assemble. But like the pieces are full metal. Check this out.
Yep. Yep. Look at that, guys.
It's like full metal. It's like
that's how they hook you though, Brandon. See, that's how they hook you. They hook you with that. But then you got to shell out all that other stuff. Ralph was saying he may only do 2 parks when we go. 3 tops. Wow.
That's what we did. We did 2 parks.
We did 3. We did 3 tops. And that's the only. We will not do 4. That's another thing that kills me. There's always going to be a park that gets the shaft. You know, that always gets left out. Boys B, when we went in 2012 with 2 adults, 2 young kids, we flew the dining plan. Look at this, Brandon. 6-day tickets, stayed on property, Coronado, $2,500.
See,
wow.
like that's what
I would kill for that, man. I would kill for that.
That's 2012 Coronado. Coronado now.
Oh yeah, not now. Yeah. They built the Destino Tower. What was it? They built the Destino Tower, and now it is worth far more.
No, this lightsaber that I spent $220, almost $300
now
on.
Brandon will unleash his lightsaber.
Dude, like honestly, this thing is nice though. I like this thing because it like on camera it saturates the white, saturates it, but it looks like it looks like a real thing.
Yep. Brandon was just showing me this, guys, before our show, and that's like it looked like that lightsaber could cut through the wall. I mean, it looked that is the best lightsaber I've ever seen. Well, I'm gonna read a couple more comments, and then I think we're going to punch out. So, Shirley Starwalker, I hope that never happens. But once the damn Disney family sold out, exactly. Epcot Bob, agreed, Dave. Walt would be the first guy protesting what they did to trash his empire. You know what's funny? There's a comment that somebody put on one of the Disney parks videos, which was being ratioed to oblivion, by the way, on this Genie Plus. They said that this, Brandon, check this out. This is the comment. They said, Walt is spinning in his grave so much he's become a rotisserie. I mean, it's true. It's so true. Shelly Stark, Dave, I missed you. Shelly, it's so great to be back on again. I'm gonna try and get back to my normal schedule. I've kind of aligned it now where I've got nothing else going on except for kids stuff. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to make more of these for you. Get back to the first and third Saturday of every month. Might move the day. Haven't decided yet. Say Rob Fuzz, went in 2015, $3,500. Wow. I mean, even that price, it was fairly decent. The experience with Savvy's is worth the $250 per person.
It really is. It really is. Like I cried when they had us lift our sabers. I cried. I'm not joking. I cried. I'm pretty sure my girlfriend cried. I cried.
I mean, the look of it and feel of it. The look of it and feel of it.
Yes, like even the immersion of like the builder just guiding you through, like, you have now built your saber. I'm like, let's go.
That's great. Oh, you wish I'd read that joke as Mickey. I know I should have done that. Epcot Bob, I'm glad I was able to do family trips to Disney back when it's feasible. Yeah, seeing like guys like Bob and Dean that have large families that are up in Minnesota. I mean, good gosh. I can't imagine them trying to make a large family trip down there now, you know, especially because their kids are mostly grown. So, Janie B, thank you so much. Yeah, no, it was just a really busy summer. And now that the summer is over, kind of the routine is going back. I can't wait to get this stuff. I mean, I got so much footage. I am going to give you guys. It's going to be great. Mike, one final point. Disney now have over 200,000 DVC owners. Oh, that have prepaid rooms. So that kind of shafts the non-owners. Yep, since they have to try harder to squeeze money out of those folks. You know, that's the only way.
That's the only way they can.
Yeah. And the thing is, that's the only way that we could actually stay on a deluxe property anymore, is by finding the owners of DVCers that can't use them. And they're usually last minute. So it's almost like we would have to buy the tickets ahead of time, right? Way ahead of time, and then just pray that we'll be able to get something from from the DVCs. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
So, Jaden, welcome aboard, my man. We are just now getting ready to
wrap
call
up.
It quits, to wrap up. Yeah. Shelly Starwalker, see, she's got grown kids with boyfriends and fiancés. See? Then you got to accommodate them. Good gosh. Boyfriend, non-plural. It's all good, Shelly. It's all good. Brandon, is there anything else that you want to say before we wrap this
we covered everything.
mega thing up? Yep.
We covered everything, man.
Cool. Well, hey, as always, I thank you so much for being on here with me tonight, guys. If you haven't done it yet, be sure you subscribe to FantasmicEars. His channel is listed in the description below.
I appreciate the shout out. I have zero content and I don't plan on making any content. So,
but hey,
if you want to subscribe, please be my guest. But
you can also
there's
follow
nothing coming.
Or even better,
you
can follow.
You guys can also follow me on Twitter. FANTASMIC ears on Twitter. That's FantasmicEars.
FantasmicEars. He's on there on Twitter. I think you got a Instagram too, don't you?
I don't like it's a private Instagram. I don't really put it out there.
That's cool. I won't do that then. But yeah, on Twitter, that's where he goes. So be sure you follow him on Twitter and keep in touch with everybody. Guys, I know it's been a long time since I said this, but make sure if you haven't done it yet, the CHOKESLAM, the like button for this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. Make sure you also subscribe to my partners in crime, like The Live Place, who has been here before, and Dean also has another live YouTube channel, Dreamers Empire. But The Live Place is basically his. Now I would say that's his premiere channel. Make sure you also subscribe to Rob Fuzz, my partner in crime, Viapre Project, and The Kingdom Times. Make sure you check those guys out. Also, be sure to go and check out www.theliveplace.com. That is where you can find all of our live streamer community scheduling for when we go live streaming yet again. And guys, if you don't do this now, do this later. Go to change.org and sign that petition. I know it won't. It probably won't happen. It probably won't make a difference. But at least it's out there that there are so many people who want to keep Splash Mountain. Hashtag save Splash Mountain. That's all I got to see. Mike, thank you so much for coming on board. You guys are awesome roadies. And as always, Brandon, thank you again for spending this long period of time doing this with me. Especially like I feel like I haven't done it in a long time, so I feel like I'm still trying to get everything back to normal, but I think we took care of it. So
yeah.
But again, guys, thank you so much. Y'all have a good night, and until next time, my roadies. Laters.
That was very, very loud.